I'm Sara Gallian, and I'm the program manager of the Eclipse Foundation software-defined vehicle. And I have the chance today of being here with Audrey and Fillipe, who are going to ask some of our questions.
Thank you so much, Sara, for having us today. It's been a great week here in Berlin at the Bosch Connected Experience, and we're really looking forward to our chat with you. I'm Audrey Colle. I'm the general manager in our Microsoft Industry Project Engineering Group, and I'm joined here with my colleague Fillipe.
Thank you, Sara, as well, for having us here. So I'm Fillipe Prezado. I'm a technical program manager at Microsoft in the Industry Engineering Group.
Okay, thank you all for the introduction. So let's start with the first question. So how did the software-defined vehicle hackathon at the Bosch Connected Experience help your automotive open source software project? And what were the results from participating in the hackathon alongside with other SDV projects?
It was great to see the industry community collaborating with the industry leaders, with the Eclipse community and the academia members. We saw members in the whiteboard thinking about how to make interoperability across the multiple Eclipse SDV projects. I was amazed to see some of the coding that we were putting together, building some of those end-to-end solutions, and of course making sure that, for example, Eclipse projects like Velocitas, Colle, but also Chariott, they have an interoperability to help our industry move forward into the SDV software space.
Well, that is wonderful. So tell us about the goal and outcome of your hack challenge.
Yes, well, starting with the goal, when you think of the Eclipse SDV, it's really a lot of very cool projects. And what we're looking at is how do we build end-to-end solutions, taking and bringing connectivity across all of these different projects. So what our goal this week was really to be looking at working with our partners and enabling them to build these end-to-end connections and look at and validating that the interoperability that we're targeting is actually achievable. And then from what have we achieved so far? Fillipe, tell us.
Yeah, so it was great to see taking the goal and of course making sure that we had and we work with the community and the partners to build those end-to-end solutions. More specifically, it was great to see the teams taking, for example, Eclipse Velocitas together with Eclipse Chariott, Eclipse Colle, using simulation tools and telemetry data coming out from the Colle simulation tools or from Microsoft AirSim, and building an in-vehicle application that can actually be deployed into a real car. So from that perspective, the outcome was definitely achieved.
Okay, wonderful to hear. I mean, building the community is definitely what interests us the most. So how would you describe the spirit then of the event and the interest in the automotive open source project, Audrey?
Well, Sara, indeed, you just mentioned community, and community, it's really that spirit when we look and feeling the passion here and all of the energy and excitement across the community, the Eclipse community, but at the same time looking at key critical partners and players in the industry coming and joining us as well, looking at the academia and a lot of folks joining from different universities because they want to learn and they want to be part of what's next is really just fantastic to be part of that innovation and excitement. And then as I was reflecting, all of us have been obviously spending a few years now being way more at home and working remotely, being actually able to be here in person and joining, feeling that excitement, making new connections. Yesterday, for example, I met Mike and Michael from the Eclipse Foundation. Just fantastic to do. So thank you again.
Okay, great. Yeah, I can see a lot of faces. Some of them are new, some of them are known already. So what do you think makes the SDV Hackathon unique then in comparison to other hackathons, Fillipe?
Yeah, besides having the opportunity to use all the Eclipse projects, it's great to see the real vehicle hardware that is all across, right? We have outside a Continental truck where people have been hacking and deploying software to it. I'm actually looking at one vehicle car simulator where someone is really driving the car with some of those pieces of the software. So that community ecosystem of the software together with the real vehicle hardware is what makes this SDV uniquely. Again, and being able to collaborate across the academia, collaborate across and with the industry leaders, and again, this in-person passion for coding and the code-first approach that Eclipse brings, this is what makes it unique.
Yeah, great to hear. And talking about the future then, what are your thoughts on the future of the software-defined vehicle, Audrey?
Yes, well, as I've started working on ESDV and really looking at it, it kind of brings me back, I won't say how many years, but when I started in tech, what we were doing when we were working on software, we were shipping it on CDs, and it was taking months, if not years, to figure out doing usability studies, understanding patterns, customer needs, business needs, and then whenever a bug was there or fix or an update was needed, then of course was a very, very long process. When I see now where we're at, for example, from a cloud perspective, we ship daily multiple times. We use the power of data all the time to really help our businesses, help them and their customers get more value out everything they do. So when I look at that and then reflect past of that journey and seeing where we are right now from an in-car software, in-vehicle software, it really brings and really thinking about the art of the possible. How can we really bring the continuous improvement, continuous development, bring it in the car, bring the power of data to the entire ecosystem so that they can really understand users and say, hey, let's try these features. Let's use A/B testing and all of the data techniques to be able to say, is this a good feature? We want to also have free trials, and you can turn on and off features all the time. So it just brings all of what we've been building in other tech industries for the last 15, 20 years and bringing that to the in-vehicle software is just exciting, and the sky is the limit, if not even the sky. But so very, very exciting.